Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. 我是卡娜. So a lot of you guys have been requesting that I make a video on recommending TOEFL books. And today I've made out a list of my favorite books for using to prepare for the TOEFL test. So if you need some opinions about which books to buy, this video is definitely for you. So before I begin, I wanted to let you guys know I don't have all the books with me today. 因为卡娜最近要从台湾搬到加拿大去了，所以很多的书呢都已经装箱。但是呢，为了让大家可以看清楚那个书的照片 ，so I'm going to insert all the pictures up here, and I'm also going to include the links down in the description box. 所以如果说你觉得这本书可能适合你的话，你可以到资讯栏的地方去看一下那个连结的部分。And so you'll also get a picture of where you can purchase these books. Now let's begin. The first book that I would like to recommend to you guys is this book. It's called Building Vocabulary Skills by Sherry L. Nist. Now this comes in a 4-book series. The first one is the purple book called Groundwork for Vocabulary, I think. And then this is the second one, and it goes up to the red, and also the most advanced one, which is the green book. Now I recommend this series for several reasons. And first of all, it's very affordable. It only costs around $250 to $300 in Taiwanese dollars, which is around 10 USD dollars. The second reason why I recommend this series is because the words that are included in the 4 books are highly reoccurring words that often show up in not only the TOEFL test but also SAT and ACT. So if you want to build up your vocabulary skills, I definitely recommend these series. They don't include any irrelevant words, so it's not going to waste you a lot of time. So definitely when you're picking out books for preparing for a TOEFL test, you do not have to only buy books that state that they're for TOEFL. And this is a classic example of how you can buy this book and it would still suit preparing for the TOEFL test a lot. So definitely check this one out. The second one that I would like to recommend to you guys is for reading. Now this book is called Extensive Reading for Academic Success. This is the advanced D, so I believe that there are also 4 books, and I recommend this for a couple of reasons. 很多的同学就会问我说，老师，那如果我 TPO 做完的话，我要做什么样子的 reading？ 那 of course， 如果说我请你们要一直重新做 TPO reading 的话，我觉得可能会非常的无聊，因为你们可能都已经知道答案是什么了。那另外一个就是我最喜欢就是用这个版本。I've mentioned in my test-taking sharing tips video. If you want to watch the English version, it's also on my channel. 但如果看过的同学的话呢，你们就知道我有特别跟大家讲说，如果你在做 TPO 的时候，你可以 analyze 它的很多的 subjects。那像这个系列的话呢，这本 D 好了，给大家一个例子。如果你翻到目录的话，你就会看到它有，比如说World Literature, Environmental Science, Psychology, American History, Computer Science, and Information Technology. So these are subjects and topics that would always occur in the TOEFL test. 那如果说你常常在做这一种比较 advanced reading 的 passages 的话呢， I think it's a great way for you to accumulate necessary vocabulary in different topic fields, but also 也可以是一个很好练你的 reading 的速度的一个素材。Because there's so many reading passages in each book, it should last you quite a while. If you are a very diligent learner and you read a lot of passages per day, you could probably think about buying 2 or 3 and having them, ready for you at home. I think they are very similar to the TOEFL reading passages and would help you in improving your reading skills for preparing the TOEFL test. Now the third thing that I would like to recommend to you guys is 单字卡, and it's called the Princeton Review Essential TOEFL Vocabulary Flashcards, and there's 500 in the box, and you can buy them almost anywhere, Amazon or books.com.tw in Taiwan. The reason why I like them is because first of all, they teach you how to pronounce a word without using KK 音标. So if you don't know how to use KK 音标的话呢，他们是用英文的字直接去拼出来给你写, and for me that has always made my life a lot easier. And the second thing that I like about these flashcards is that they include example sentences at the back and also synonyms. 同义字也给你列上去了. So you don't have to spend a lot of time making flashcards on your own. But this is more for starters, 就是刚开始学的人，或者是像是中阶的人的话，可能就比较适合. If you're an advanced learner, then I would still recommend that you go look for the vocabulary book, the advanced one, which is the green one. That would suit you more. Alright, so the fourth item that I would like to recommend to you guys is called the TOEFL Pocket Vocabulary Book by Kaplan. Now, I think this is a wonderful book for people that tend to lose their flashcards if they bring them outside. Now, this is about, I believe, like this big, and inside they have like different units, and they have example sentence, they have synonyms. The only downside that I see for this book is that sometimes there are words that are slightly too easy, but just a little bit. This is a light book for you to carry around if you want to study for the vocabularies but you don't wish to use flashcards. Alright, so the fifth recommendation is going to be more of an analysis. As you guys probably know, there are different publications for making TOEFL books. We have Barron's, we have Kaplan, we have the Manhattan Prep, we have Longman, McGraw-Hill. 有很多的出版社，那你到底要怎么选呢？因为当然很多人会希望还是可以买一个专门在准备托福的书。当我们在挑这种书的时候，我们要选的就是最贴近于真实考试的。那除了 TPO 跟我刚刚推荐给大家的之外呢，我们先来看看 Manhattan Prep 这一本，它主要都是在强调说它很大本，然后它的题目很多，但是呢，它的 reading 我觉得并没有很贴近真正的托福的考试。那其实真的要写到很贴近的话，是非常非常有难度的。所以只要不是托福官方出来的题目呢，我觉得要相似就是稍微比较难。所以除非你真的没有题目做了，就是 TPO 也做完了，然后我刚刚推荐的那个阅读书也做完了，否则我真的没有特别觉得说，大家一定要买其他出版社的托福书。好，所以 Manhattan 那本的话，我觉得 passage 偏长，但是因为它题目非常多，所以如果你只是就想要练手，想要做题目的话，我觉得也是 OK。那另外一个是 Barron's 跟 Kaplan。Kaplan 的话，我觉得它的阅读稍微偏难一点点，但是相似度来讲的话，有赢过 Manhattan 一点点。那 Barron's 的话，一直以来就是走比平常考试再难一点的阶段，所以 Kaplan 跟 Barron's 你们可以去翻翻看。我觉得如果一定要买的话，你可以选这两个。那就是特别记一下，就 Kaplan 它难一点点，所以如果说你做考试 ，maybe 你会觉得比较轻松，觉得好像没有我平常练习的这么难。再来就是，如果说你这几个出版社都不太考虑的话呢，我会推荐大家 just go with the official guide. Of course, there are limited practice tests in the official guide. There's a lot of the sections that are actually telling you about the test, which you probably don't really need. You could probably look that online, and you have a lot of the videos that tell you about the TOEFL test. Alright, so moving on to the next recommendation. Now, the next recommendation that I would like to make is a Chinese version TOEFL book. Now, I'm not sure if they have this translated version into, say, Korean or other languages. I know I have friends from Malaysia and also Korea. So you guys, maybe you could look it up if they have translated version. But this book is called 不是权威不出书，托福命题总监教你征服新托福口语。然后它是由 Susan Chin， 好像是一个很有名的外籍的老师写的。Now this book, I believe， 如果说你没有去 cram school 上课，然后你又想要可以了解说那个架构，然后有系统性的去从基础一直慢慢练上去的同学的话呢，我觉得这本书就蛮适合你的。它里面是分不同的题型跟你可能会用到的一些可以回答的方法下去做分类。我觉得它的组织性是够的。然后呢，它这本书也不会很大本到说你完全看不完。然后它的内容也不会太杂，有点类似像是如果你去补习的话，通常老师会有一些讲义啊什么的。我觉得它这本书有点类似那种感觉，所以如果你不打算补习，然后你又想要自修的话，我觉得你可以考虑这个系列。那这个 TOEFL Speaking book 它有 it's one series, so they not only cover speaking, I believe they also have writing, reading, and listening as well. But for me, I recommend you guys to look for the speaking section, the writing section 就够了。As for the reading and the listening, stick with the official guide, TPO, 还有我刚刚 the ones that I recommend to you guys, the academic extensive reading, because these are, I love them. So definitely look this one up. Now, the last book that I would like to recommend to you guys does not have TOEFL printed on the front cover, but it is one of my all-time favorites for preparing for any academic English test, and it's called Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. Now, if you've seen some of my older videos, you've probably seen me promoting this book, but if you are new here, check this book out. It is so important for any English learner. The reason why I like this book so much, the author, he uses his own unique way of explaining the roots of each word with stories. 所以如果说你在学字根字首的同学的话呢，你可能会觉得很枯燥很乏闷，然后要用背的又背不起来，或是你背了一天之后可能隔天就会忘记。这本书呢，它是用故事性还有分类的，就是它 categorize 不一样的，比如说各种的人的个性啊，下去教你字根字首。He uses very interesting topics to teach you word roots. It's just really interesting. There are also a lot of practice sets within the book. So not only are you actually like taking a class with him by listening to interesting stories, you also immediately get the chance to practice what you have learned within the book. It would help you a lot if you could understand a lot of the word roots, the knowledge of being able to cut down the words and to guess what it means, right? You would probably hear a lot of teachers tell you like, okay, so 你在做托福的时候, if you encounter a word that you don't know the meaning of, you could try to guess it. And sometimes it's very hard to just guess it with the sentence, with the context, right? And so if you understand the word roots, if you have sufficient knowledge of word roots, then you get a second chance where when you don't understand the context of the passage, you could probably break down the word that you are encountering, and maybe you'd get a higher chance of making the right guess. So this book, check it out. Work on it, you will not be disappointed. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today for recommending the TOEFL books. Now, if you have other recommendations, books that you love, that you feel like is very suitable for preparing for the TOEFL test, feel free to leave a comment down below. 留在下面让我知道，我一定会找时间去翻一翻，我也会把它推荐给其他在准备托福考试的同学们。Now, if you have other questions regarding the TOEFL test, feel free to leave a comment down below. I would be happy to help. 祝大家有一个非常快乐的weekend. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.